What's up guys, and the megapixel war is back on. Samsung is moving on towards a new level that has never been seen on a smartphone camera before, that is 144 megapixels. We talked about this in the previous video that a bunch of different Chinese manufacturers have requested Samsung to make a 200 megapixel sensor, which most likely will happen in the far future, but right now Samsung is working on a 144 megapixel sensor. If you guys remember, Samsung is the first company that started this trend from 48 megapixel to 64 to 108 megapixels. All these sensors were made by Samsung, and all of these sensors made their first debut on a Xiaomi phone. So it seems like this will be the case this time around. According to a Twitter leakster, Xiaomi is working on a phone with 144 megapixel camera sensor. Of course, Samsung is the maker of this sensor. They're also collaborating with Xiaomi on this project. Not long ago, Samsung researchers revealed the 14 nanometer FinFET technology to make 144 megapixel image sensors. This new tech allowed for a 42% reduction in power consumption. So according to the leakster, the device name could be Mi 10s Pro or Mi CC10 Pro. This is going to be the first phone in the world, or I should say the first Samsung 144 megapixel camera smartphone, of course from Xiaomi. Now if we look at the previous pattern, all of these sensors that first made into Xiaomi phones, eventually they did come to Samsung devices on mid-range phones all the way up to flagship phones. So we could see a custom version of 144 MP sensor for the Galaxy S21, or maybe by then if Samsung has a 200 megapixel sensor, we might see that. It's absolutely crazy at this point. I hope with all this megapixel count going up, Samsung also do some improvements to the actual sensor, because in my opinion that's gonna make a lot more difference. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Also in the news, Samsung is going through a lot of criticism because of their decision of using Snapdragon processor in South Korea. Yes, South Korea is the home for Samsung. That is where they make their own Samsung Exynos processor, and they don't even use that in their own market, which is a testament of how good the Snapdragon 865 processor is compared to the Exynos 990. As reported by Samuel.com, Samsung's Exynos division felt humiliated by this decision. As we talked about in the previous video, Samsung is still bringing the same kind of thing with the Galaxy Note 20 family. So there's a U model and then there's a B model, which means Exynos and Qualcomm. It's going to be very interesting to see what processor Samsung will use in South Korea for the Galaxy Note 20, especially now this is all over the news. Guys, here's the thing. Samsung will never quit making Exynos chips because they cannot completely depend on Qualcomm, but what they can do for the future is to close the performance gap. With the Galaxy Note 20 still months away, we can still see some performance improvement to the Exynos chip. One solution that was mentioned is that Samsung should ditch its own custom CPU cores in favor of ARM designs. That is what Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 also utilizes, so that could help close the performance gap. Again, we'll see what Samsung do to fix this problem, because this humiliation will continue forever because Qualcomm will always edge out Samsung. So I really want to see what they're gonna do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here for daily tech videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.